Hey guys, in this video I want to show you the 100 million brand Instagram strategy. So the brand that I'll be reviewing is Therabody. So this brand is massive. I mean, 100 million is very humble estimate. This brand is probably more in like $1 billion valuation, and the product that this brand is selling will be familiar to a lot of you guys because this is the massage gun that almost every dropshipper was selling. So many people have been selling these products. Obviously not as sophisticated version, but I want to show you here, guys, kind of like the Instagram strategies that these guys have and how you can use these elements to incorporate into your own brand and create more customer loyalty, increase the conversion rates, and generate these like loyal followers, people who will buy from you again, and again. So the things that work for these guys, and again guys, this is like massive brand, right? This is like 100, it says like 91, but it's more than that, because if you look at their like LinkedIn page, which I like to do, so there is like this company, and also there is another company that's their competitor in the space. So you can see even like this one also selling quite similar products. But Terabody is like 413 employees. They have partnered up with Jay-Z, so Jay-Z is like investor in their company. Also Maria Sharapova, so all of the like top athletes have invested in their company. So you can see this is a series of like investment, 50 investors invested in this company. They're definitely aiming for like 1 billion. Maybe they're already at like $1 billion valuation, hiring a lot. You can see hiring a lot, increased senior management hires. So they aggressively hire like smart people with experience to take their brand even farther. So yeah, definitely very, very big level thinking here. So the Instagram strategy that you guys can emulate, if you will watch, for example, their Instagram page here, you can see it's kind of like a lot of comments, right? Compared like to other brands, you will not see like this many comments. And comments is how you see whether whether the page is like, whether people actually care, whether people actually like comment, whether people take time to leave some comments on the page. Because if there is like only likes, I mean, likes you can buy, probably comments you can also buy. But this company does very well in terms of like communicating. So this, for example, this is the LGBTQ, right? So kind of like inclusive message, right? That they serve everyone, right? Doesn't matter your kind of like your preferences, it doesn't matter your color of skin, like it's that inclusivity that you can include in your brand that will help you to attract more people and make your customers more loyal to your brand. So the community, the content strategy, so it has to spark conversation. So if you look at their like Instagram, so for example, kind of like the message, kind of like the message from the person, and then people, sharing love, kind of like there's like interactions that have been started from there. You can see obviously they're using some very, very popular celebrities here. So obviously that by itself is a conversation starter, but kind of like maintaining that. You can see in terms of like products they sell, these guys sell like these are like regular product guys. I mean, you can source these products like the massage gun, like you can source on AliExpress, right? But that part of the perception, right? That part of like inclusivity. So they include like everyone, they respect everyone's rights. So speak to your audience, not at them. That's one of the one of the lessons from kind of like reviewing the type of content they post, right? So educating people, right? Like interact with your community on their own posts and stories on a regular basis, using inclusive language in both comments and captions, like you, us, we. Then try to respond and like as many comments and third-party posts as you can, so that your audience know that you see them as much as they see you, right? So creating that sense of community, right? Hey guys, people have been asking me how we scale to multiple 6 figures or even 7 figures per month without getting shut down on Facebook. And we have a very sophisticated solution for this that I want to share with you, but it's just like too valuable to give away for free. So if you guys want this solution, just book a call with one of my team members and we'll show you exactly what it is and how it works, and we'll see if that's a good fit for you and for your business. So just book a call with my team member. We'll share it with you so you can scale your business to multiple 6 figures or even 7 figures per month without getting shut down on Facebook, without having inconsistency, and with high profitability. So just book a call with my team and I'll see you there. Now, this is the brand that like could care less, right? Because I mean, they could, because if you think about it, they have so much already, like so much like proof in the market that they could just like, I mean, the products just sell, right? The products on everywhere, in every magazine. But still, that part of the community, when they exit that brand on, or when they try to attract new celebrities, like for example, how do you attract Jay-Z as an investor, right? If you think about it, like how do you attract, like what company would Jay-Z support, right? So that message that your company would share has to be aligned with what these people believe in. Company might be hyper profitable, but if companies like about like racism or kind of like very like maybe aggressive messaging, right? Then it would appeal to some people, it would appeal to some investors, but it would repel some of the investors, right? And also, if you're going for like a billion dollar like valuation, then those things would have to be, the message would have to be very broad, because your market will be millions and millions of customers. So how to strategize your feed and stories. So that's more like on a more like tactical level. You can use Planoly as an integral part of your content strategy. So you can like visualize how it looks. So you can see, you can customize it and have your team members, whoever manages your like social media, can use this tool here. So they have the Instagram planner, for example, right? So you can schedule, you can plan, you can like schedule the post, you can then analyze the metrics, manage and reply to your comments all in one place, which is also very, very helpful. Like using hashtags to get more reach, using stories as well, scheduling the stories. You can use Planoly or you can use Later. So both of these tools allow you to schedule on Instagram. Plan from 1 week to 1 month of Instagram content at a time. So even for my YouTube channel or for the content that we do for our brands, we schedule content in advance, right? That allows you to just have more stuff done. That allows you to just have more stuff done and have those tasks kind of like take you less time, because you don't want to be thinking, oh, would I post on Instagram today? And then tomorrow, would I post on Instagram tomorrow? Because you can just take, let's say, like 5-6 hours and plan the content for the next months in advance and then schedule that content, right? So you don't have to even think about it. So the strategy begins with outlining different pillars of your company and community. So for example, you want to educate people, maybe you have some events that you want people to attend, maybe like education events about your products. And then you work to create content within those pillars and create a schedule that evenly highlights each of them. After that, like best social photography and editing tips. So find your style with filters, writing, and graphics over images, and stick to it. I mean, that's obviously is, you will see here. So that's Maria Sharapova. And you can see probably like it follows the same welcome investors, right? So started like 2016. Imagine like the company is pretty fresh, it's like 5 years old at this point, which is not that old. Like, achieving those things at 5 years, obviously, like if you start to kind of like reverse engineer it, you can see kind of like the strategy, their strategy is efficient, right? If they got to this point, like in 5 years, building this massive company with this like innovative products, they also introduce new products all the time. So you can see the colors all the same, right? So in terms of more like tactical steps here, use styles and social that closely adhere to brand's visual guidelines and typefaces. So the goal is make your brand look and feel recognizable, right? So obviously this is like very, I mean, there's so many different types of content. For example, this is about the product, this is about the product, this is about the person using the product. This is about some other message here, offering cryotherapy, because they have they've opened maybe possibly their like location. So Therabody University, education. Let's see what they offer here. So they educate people not only like And that's very like powerful combination, because if you a lot of the like very strong businesses like Dr. Axe, like he used his personality and he used his education business to just jumpstart the supplement business, right? So the education, the information business, or Tony Robbins, like he has a supplement lines that he's selling. So combining these two makes a very powerful business model, because personality, I mean, this is one of the last like personality or education, it's one of the last kind of like competitive edges, right? Everyone can develop the product unless the product is like trademark, patented, maybe very long research and development phase. But those things become less and less important. Those things become more and more like commodity, right? You can source the product on Alibaba, you can brand all of these colors. Education and kind of like brand association. So I would assume like they attracted these kind of like high profile investors, maybe like not even like it might not have even like made sense, like kind of like giving away equity, but it made sense from the perspective of just association with this like type of people. How do you get like Cristiano Ronaldo, for example? How do you get him to be like a brand ambassador, right, for the company? I mean, those people don't need money. I mean, they make so much money, but you do that by getting some of these like other investors. Hey, you want to be like also in the same, you know, we have investors like Jay-Z and Maria Sharapova, all of these like top athletes. You want to join us, right? Like, I mean, that makes a lot more compelling offer than, yeah, we'll pay you like $1 million for a few posts. Because those people, like, I mean, it might relate to them and they might go for it, but they also might, you know, they also might not be interested. So having these type of alignments with very powerful people by themselves creates a very, very powerful brand. So you want your audience to know what the content is yours without having to see your handle. I would say this is kind of like on a tactical level. Like, I mean, obviously the font you can make, right? And all of these things, but at the end of the day, it's probably more the association with these type of people that they have that makes that association extremely, extremely powerful. So challenges on Instagram: ensure that you're speaking to every corner of your diverse community. I think the problem that a lot of people have as you know, as they build the brand, and this is obviously this is a mistake we also done. You try to appeal to a very particular type of customer, and oftentimes you'd have, sometimes you can get, you can also be mistaken who your customers are, because your customers might be just buying your products and you might not even know about them. So that's one, like having that kind of like process of discovering who your customers are, sparking these conversations, reaching out to customers directly, and just asking them why they bought your product instead of other products, or maybe what other products they have bought, or asking them what could be better about your products that they would benefit from. So asking those type of things and identifying, typically I would say, like, you know, we would do our marketing and angles and stuff, mostly like targeting one kind of like type of consumer. But if you want to do like bigger volume, you will have to appeal to different people. For example, let's say your market is like women, right? Like let's say women 25 to 35. Over time, you might realize that women like 35 to 45 or 35 to 55 also buy your products. And those women, for example, they have kids. And also you might find out that men also, or like family people, right? Like, for example, family of like three, family of three or four, a family of five buy your products, or people from particular communities or races, like maybe people that are like Asian people buying your products, right? So you have to figure out, and oftentimes the easiest way to do that, who's actually buying your products, is to just go to your comments on Facebook and just dial in like, okay, who's this person? And you click on those things, and especially people said, I just bought your product, you know, waiting for it, right? And so you go to their profile and you would figure out like who that person actually is. Is that a woman? Is that a man? Is that a teenager? Is that like an older person? So you would figure out and get more grasp of who your actual market is. So balance your content calendar to connect with all these users and use cases, right? So obviously, again, like you would want to kind of like be around like, let's just really like, so for example, this person here is Afro-American person, right? This person here is Asian lady. This is Caucasian man. This is Asian man, right? Like this is a lady. So Caucasian lady. So you can see, right? Like different, like this is Latino lady. And so you can see how many different avatars are there, right? So now it makes your marketing so diversified. It makes kind of like your brand appealing to so many different pockets of consumers, right? Oh, Latino lady bought the product. Oh, it's probably good for me too if I'm a Latino lady, right? Or maybe even a man seeing that, oh, this is for Latino. Maybe, you know, let's say his wife is Latino, so now he's more inclined to recommend that product to his wife. So you increasing those like pockets of consumers that you're reaching.
You want to get a free course on scaling your e-commerce business with higher profitability, consistency, and without having banned ad account issues? Just DM me on Instagram. This is my Instagram. It's Alex Fedotoff 3app. Just DM me on Instagram. I'll send you the free course, and also I will send you the access to our private community on Facebook that is exclusive only for people that do at least $30,000 per month or more. We have a lot of 7- and 8-figure sellers there, so you can network, you can mastermind, you can connect with great people. You can have all of your questions answered. This is very exclusive community that I want to give you invitation to, but you have to DM me. So just DM me on Instagram and I'll get you the access to all of those. And let's get back to the video.
So, secret to Instagram growth. This is the mix of snackable content that pretty much like induces the same effect. You cannot walk away from it and you're left saying, oh, just have one more content and engagement helps to serve your audience content. So they could just like go through your content and see what is next, right? So you can see these are some of their, you know, like recent posts, right? So for example, right, like they're getting into this whole kind of like movement, inspiring and helping all of these people so that, you know, they're getting exposure to that whole market. So through posting up and coming viral videos, I mean, that's, I mean, you cannot predict the virality of the video, but kind of like by doing stuff consistently over time, you'll see what is more likely to become a viral piece of content that you can then push with Facebook. Let's say you find something on Instagram, you post something on Instagram, then you see something that's viral that's getting more engagement. Now you take the same piece of content, you put it on Facebook, and you just blow it up. Prioritize community engagement by constantly interacting with your audience across Instagram and other channels. Right, that constant kind of like back and forth, that constant feedback loop, people sharing their experience with the product that helps you to improve the product, helps you to improve the customer experience. With dropshippers, like, I mean, if you're dropshipping, and we're dropshipping too, and this is not perfect business model because oftentimes most of the comments you would see, right, from people, the people just complaining. And so we've done a lot of things on in our business to improve that, to have as little complaints as possible. But if you think about like long term, this has to end. You know, customers needs to be happy with product if you want to sell your brand and if you want to sell your company. Because if you sell to someone the company that, you know, your potential buyer goes to your Facebook ads and sees like that 90% of people are just like complaining about the shipping or the quality of the product, then this is not sellable company. And it's never late. Let's say you're generating sales, you're doing pretty well, you're having some momentum. But if you are having that kind of like already momentum, you validate the product, maybe just like few adjustments away. Maybe you just have to adjust your shipping times. Maybe you just have to adjust the product quality. Maybe you have to talk to your suppliers and source the product from a different source to improve the customer experience. At the end of the day, if you think about it long term, you want to build a company, you don't want to like reinvent the company from scratch. This is something that, you know, with some of our projects, we've done that mistake, and that was definitely a mistake. We made a lot of money during that process, but it's not building something sustainable. For example, this brand, like, it's constantly building that brand equity, right? Like, it's advertising, obviously, but also it's kind of like appealing to more and more consumers. So it's carving that piece in customers' mind, which is, you know, pretty much like, so if you think about the massage gun, you think about Terabody, right? You think about massage gun, or you think about like athletics, like a recovery, then you think about Terabody, right? You think about percussive therapy, you think about Terabody, right? And now you think about you can see like some of these athletes, I mean, they're like top athletes in the world, very, very, very high high level ambassadors, right? So guys, again, this is more like high level content. This is, you know, not just like drop shipping and taking the product and running it. So if you already have momentum, these are some of the things you can readjust. If you already have Instagram, these are some of the you know, strategies you could apply. At the end of the day, it would come down to what you're selling, whether customers are happy. Like for example, in our private community, in private mastermind, e-commerce scaling secrets, we have some very successful guys, and the most successful of them, they sell products, you know, like 8-figure businesses already, like drop shipping, still hybrid with, you know, local fulfillment, but they sell the products that customers are buying more than once, right? So as a foundation to all of it, so you can have all of these like hacks and stuff and how to grow the Instagram and other channels. But at the end of the day, if customers are not happy with the product, then it will not be sustainable. If you're moving from one hack to another, you'll get some momentum, you'll make some money, but 1 year, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, you'll probably have to reinvent a lot of things to make things more sustainable. So you might as well do it, you know, right now. Now, if you want to make, and this is the direction that we're going with our business as well. This is the journey that we're as well on. And I hope this video was valuable to you. Work on making that project that you do, the dropshipping business, more sustainable. See how you can make some adjustments to make it more sustainable for the long term. So thank you for watching this video, guys. By the way, if you are looking for help, if you're looking to be in that community of people that are evolving, like being like on top of the information that's happening, right? Like getting updates from Facebook, directly getting access to the agency account so you can advertise consistently without worrying about your ad accounts getting shut down or business manager getting shut down, there should be a link. You can apply for a call with our team and we'll see how we can help you out. This is only for intermediate, advanced dropshippers, e-commerce entrepreneurs. If you're just starting out, it's probably not for you. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and like this video, subscribe to my channel. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next one.